we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What's going on, fellas? Happy New Year's to you once again. This is Coach KK coming back at you with some more of this 10-yard fight. This is the gun wing scheme, is what I call it. Here are your 3 sets to your shotgun formation. The gun wing slot offset. You have the gun wing slot weak, the gun wing flex weak. These are your audibles. Go check out part 1 to this scheme, which is the previous video. If you've missed it, it has a lot of detail on what we're doing, but this is 4-minute offense, so you're going to see when we're doing it, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, and where to do it at. You understand? Be sure to hit that like button for me. That is gladly appreciated. That's pretty much like shaking my hand, or we're dapping each other up. When you guys hit that like button, that means a lot to me. And I also want to hear what you got going on. Have you tried it out, and what are you doing with the scheme? But today we're going to cover a lot of ground. We got a lot of ground to cover. All right, so let's get this party started. I'm well off in this scheme now. I'm in a good rhythm and a good vibe, so I am clicking on all cylinders. Here you go, right here with the original Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm playing in a regular head-to-head exhibition. I don't know who I'm playing against, and these are real examples right here. As you can see, I audibled real quick over because I seen the defensive lineman, the structure of the lineman, the structure of the box. See how he is? We're just trying to get through a gap. And remember, this is a 10-yard fight. So I'm putting ETN on that right side again. I audible to this run play. So yeah, you always got to have these little things on the go. And I appreciate him for being in that, that type of defense, because this scheme right here is like a balance of running and passing wise. It all depends on how do you utilize your things and how do you understand the portions of the field. Look at this right here. Beautiful. I'm out of here. See you later, man. Yeah, man. So that's that sweet peak, or peak sweep, however you guys call it. I call it either or. But basically, you're taking a peek. You're taking a peek to see if you can pull this ball out and hit that RPO guy, that 2-step slant. And the reason for calling it is because I'm safe on my edge. Sometimes they're going to line up outside of your edge, but I think it's safe and sealed. You see my 2 guys pulling, my 2 guards pulling, I'm still peeking. And if he don't get off the line of scrimmage, I just hand the ball off. I talked to you guys previously on the last video about the RPO. This isn't an RPO where I can run with the quarterback. It had to be a read type of RPO. This was like a peek. And so it's either you're going to peek to throw the slant or the little quick post or hitch or whatever they have, or you're just going to hand the ball off to the running back. So yeah, that's how that goes. Everything else was user skills. Watch this guy right here. Watch this guy. This is the next drive right here. Watch this guy. He's the user on that linebacker. I'm doing the same play. It's the same type of look, but he pursued me way better this time. So I know in the back of my mind, he's going to be waiting on that play. So he went around everyone and he didn't get caught in the trash. So we're going to give him a lot of credit for that. But one monkey don't stop the show. So here we go right here. He's probably waiting on that play again, and he froze this time. Notice I'm going totally the opposite way. And that was poor user skills for him in the open field. But yeah, he got caught in the trash. So this is one of my pre-snap reads right here. This is one of my alert plays when I know I'm wide open. This is a guaranteed catch. So you got to have these alert. You ever heard Tom Brady? Alert. That these are guaranteed, plays. And this is what the defense give you. I'm watching him the whole time, that linebacker, and I know he's thinking I'm going to the peak sweep again, or sweep peak, however you want to call it. I know he's waiting on the sweep. So he have no clue that I'm going to this table route, this flat route. And see, the flat route is way better than the flare or a swing, because he's actually in fast speed making a beeline to the sideline, and he's kind of cutting up the field at the same time. So if you catch it in stride with a rat catch, you're good to go. I probably have this route right here in every scheme I possibly can. I actually do. If you go back and look at all the schemes I have, this route is in there. I always find a way to put this route in the scheme. And this is right here was just beautiful in open field and space. He took a poor angle. But yeah, man, you got to understand the spacing and the structure of the defense. All right. You don't need a speedster at running back to get to the second level. You just need to understand and have a concept that will win the battle at the line of scrimmage. All right. So as you guys can see, I'm playing with the low-rated Jaguars. We're good in real life, but they got us underrated a little bit. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. Just knifing through the defense right here. Actually, Trevor Lawrence missed Zay Jones last week versus the Titans, and in a play similar to this too, right in the back of the end zone, he overthrew him. But as you can see right here, I'm just taking my time. I always deliver a pump fake to move the user or to move the safety. And he's just playing too conservative. You know, this double slant play right here will beat man and zone. But you just got to wait for the windows. You see how I'm getting through the windows? And it's an easy read. I climbed up in the pocket, hitching up, and just making myself have extra time. Right here is 14-14. Next drive, 19 seconds. All I want is a field goal. I have 3 timeouts, so I understand clock management. I just need to have an answer for what he have out here. Watch this guy right here. You see the guy on the right side? I'm doing my double slant play again. I don't think that man right there is coming to stick R1. So I hit him with this play again. He's probably still waiting on the sweep again. So that's why he was hanging out there on that right side. And another thing, notice I haven't even struck him in the corners yet with the tight ends and the wide receivers. And you know, you see the right side of the field, we have space. 8 seconds before halftime, we got timeouts. And so I'll let him do his little thing. We see the middle field is closed. My eyes are back there on the middle of the field. Pump fake, fire, touchdown. Beautiful. Now let's slow this thing down so you guys can get a nice little glimpse of what's going on. The middle of the field was closed. Post snap, my eyes are back there on the safeties, on the coverage shell. I know it's a triangle look. You see him, he's a middle linebacker as a user. That pump fake drew him to the corner to the right side. And it also moved the safety. Watch this pump fake. I actually moved that safety over to the side some. We'll go back one more time. Watch the pump fake. See, I pump fake and see the user started following, and then the safety slid over to the right. Now he's trying to come all the way back to the left. So yeah, if you can have, that's why I always like to stay in the pocket and have the whole entire field in front of me. You can't stress that more. Zach Wilson, I don't like the way he play because he take away, you know, who am I? You know, he's a professional football player. But when you watch it though, he roll out a lot, and instead of keeping the field in front of him, he just cut half of the field and have you know, limited players and space to work with. So yeah, I don't really agree with the way he play. He roll out too much. But yeah, if you keep the field in front of you, you're good to go and stuff. As you can see right there, that bubble screen was open. Now he's trying to man a line. And so I did the opposite thing. That play right there. RPO read bubble is a 3-into-1 type of play. I'm reading the guy in front of the triangle. I'm reading that guy. As you can see, I look like I got me another beeline to the sideline again. No, it's locked up this time. He's in zone now. And I'm reading my windows. This is my second read. Nothing's open. I had to take off and go get my 10 and get on the ground. So it wasn't easy like the previous 2 times. Here we go again. Look at triangle. You see how much stress we putting on this guy? We've ran the ball outside with sweeps. We have 4 touchdowns on the field. We've took a deep shot. We're knifing through his zone coverages, and he is constantly searching for what he need to do. This right here is going to be a middle field read. As you can see, his yellows are in the hook zones. I'm going to call slants again, and I'm going to use my double slant concept to see if I can get in between anybody. If it's man to man, hopefully I can get some leverage and get some range. If it's zone, I got to get through the windows. There we go. he got out of his position and he had to pay for that. If you go back and look at that, he was slipping and sliding out there and he was out of position. So gaps and windows and your specific zone area is crucial on defense. So you got to be disciplined out there. You can't be moving around and stuff like that. Watch this here. Getting out of the play action real quick. Nah, that was too fast. Let me slow this thing down. Watch how I cancel the play action real quick. Look at the linebacker, the user. Once again, he's not disciplined. He's all over the place. He's not strapping. He's not square. And you could take advantage of the users when they're not squared up. Look at the left side right here. Look at triangle. RPO style. Beautiful. 7-yard game on the play. Just because he's out of position once again. Now he's trying to bring somebody in front of him. And all he's doing is just following me. This guy has the Kansas City Chiefs. He has plenty of talent. So I got to beat him with my mind. X's and O's. Look at that. Beautiful run. That's why we have these audibles. You know, they come at a crucial time. So I ended up scoring again. I got this sweep one more time again at the end of the game, trying to run the clock down. And I ended up winning. I ended up putting 42 points on the board. 42-31. That was another type of run with ETN. So yeah. That's how the thing go, man. This is the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is regular head-to-head online exhibition. I don't know who I'm playing against. Here we go. He got another good team out here. This is another guy, Baltimore Ravens. You know they got defense. Nice little play, nice little read. RPO, this is the first drive, first play of the game. Just trying to break the ice and see where he at. He play a little different from that Kansas City guy, though. He's playing a little different. 3 down lineman. Nice pass pursuit. This was a ugly play right here. My man stepped out of bounds, so it don't count. So yeah. You guys know I don't like to roll out like that. I like to keep everything in front of me, but I was kind of flushed out then. He had got a nice little nice move. He beat my lineman, and if he was smart, he would do that all game, but this is what he decided to do. He wanted to drop back 9-10 people and only rush one. And you know that, guys, we have a concept called space with no time versus time with no space. He decided to go fag D, which means he has no skills, no faith in his defense, and that's just the way we see it. And this ended up being time but no space. So I had to use the time that I do have to create the space. It's totally opposite from zero blitzing. And there go that dagger route. Beautiful in route. And my eyes are out there on that player because that's my second read. Like this was the mesh sit play. I'm always looking at the mesh concept first, but he crowded the area right there. And so my next progression was to step up and look for the dig route, or if the sit route is in the middle somewhere, or the running back on the wheel route. So yeah. Sometimes you don't have 1, 2, 3 reads. Sometimes whoever is in that area is your first progression, you know, or whoever's in that area. It could be 2, 3 guys on a concept, and just that side of the field is your first look, and then you look to the other side of the field. Yeah, instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I like to flip this play over sometimes. I like to flip the whole formation over sometimes because it confuses them. Look at them linemen out there, man, just getting down the field blocking. You gotta love these linemen when they pull, man. Especially when I watch film like this, I love watching my linemen get down the field, and I feel good about it because it's a good call. Here we go right here, middle of the field open. The boundary and the field side is open. As you can see, I'm looking at the safeties, looking at the shell post snap. My eyes are tied down there, and I've been like, an ideal play for this scheme is to get the corners out there, to get in the corners. You have the receivers out here, they have their own little territory, and you have the tight end side, the wing side. He has no range on me. He's not in proximity. Just good ball placement, and I get an easy read, easy completion. But yeah, ideally, I want to go to the corners. but it's not gonna happen every time, and I have to build things around the corner. Look at this right here, beautiful. Got caught in the trash. This is what I'm talking about with play calling, when everything looks the same. Look, he got caught in the trash. Gots to love it, man. And look at his defense. He's mumbled jumbled. So I know, oh, I got outside. He has one man outside of my edge, and that's gonna get cleaned up with my guys pulling around the corner. And on the point of attack, he's backing up. So that makes it even worse for him. So if he was blitzing, probably be a different story. But we've been passing and mixing this stuff up so much, he don't know what's coming at him, and he have to be safe. And that's what happens when you're consistent with the scheme. They will try to start playing safe. They'll back up off their aggressiveness. You know, they're going to probably start off being aggressive, but they'll back up once you start, you know, being consistent. I don't know what he's doing. He's going for fourth down. He's crazy. It's 7-7. We got a long game ahead of us. That's what he decided to do. I'll take the short field or free yardage. Thank you. Here we go right here with one of the plays I don't really call. I was just testing the waters with these double pivot routes. As long as I do a safe play right here. Nice. And he's steady dropping back 9 players too at the same time. So I decided to make sure I show you guys what it's like even if they drop 9. It's other things they do too. They get in, you know, zone drops. So we have video footage for that as well. That he want to try to play triangle. At any given moment, they go to the middle of the field wide open. Look at that. And I'm running with the quarterback in that same area that he's not. Just going to the vacant area. So great play call right there. Look at the right side, outside in the flats. You know, we've been killing them. So throughout this scheme, you're going to see me targeting that right side on the flats all the time, as much as I can. But I can't go to it every down because I got to make him, you know, respect other things. So right then, we broke even. We broke even right then. So I'm not going to run away from my play, though. There he go. He's concerned about the right side, so he's over there. So one thing about this scheme right here, it will manipulate the user. Okay? It'll make the user go in other places of the field. Once you do one or two things, and you succeed in it, it has an effect on the user. This is usually good in the red zone when they start backing off and stuff like that, playing in the drop zones like that. So right here, I'm just reading the read, man. It's either me keeping it, handing it off, or throwing to the bubble. Whatever he decided to do, I'm doing the opposite. So I held the fake as much as I can. You got to make sure you understand that, because you will get a penalty if your men go down the field. So yeah, beautiful, perfect call. That was a first round draft pick. Hamilton made a poor decision. That's a rookie out there who I'm looking at, 14 right there, Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, so beautiful. I always try to bring in these little read bubbles in every scheme I possibly can, because they're always there. You know, anytime you have somebody on the line of scrimmage and you have somebody in the slot, you're not gonna always get a man-to-man look. You know, there's always gonna be windows and stuff. And this scheme right here, it started out by completing one pass. I did one pass, and then I had success, and then I just started building around it. And that's how we have a whole beautiful scheme right here. Here we go right here. That's the play I called right there. It was called post. You got that double move out there with Kirk. Now, I'm watching the safeties. I have a sail concept to the right side. Look at this. I already see this open, because the flat route held number 24 down. The flat route held, and he was in cover 6. That's perfect. Beautiful. So I was on top of the cloud and under the sky. And that flat route, I'm just reading that side of the field. You know, who do what. But you can't do that play every down. You can do it every down, but you want to kind of scheme around it, because they will start getting into drop zone. So I try to do that play as less as possible, but that's my favorite play. Yeah, so there you go, back there backing up. So you want to make sure that don't happen again, and we're able to run now. Probably could have did a little better. Took a better angle with my running back. Good block by the center. Yeah, man. So yeah, this is hella fun. These are supposed to be quick reads. This is supposed to be a quick passing read. You don't want the ball in your hand too long. You don't want to be rolling out and stuff. And sometimes, see how he gave me all the time in the world, and I had space once again. So he dropping 9 and 8 players only hurts himself, because now I can just climb in the pocket. I can move around. I can wait for my receivers to, go out of structure, and that's his fault. I would never play like that. Perfect call. Bad user skills in space though on offense. So yeah, with that right there, with that read bubble, I'm always looking right there. I always pay attention if somebody's in front of them or not. If I have space, I'm most likely going to that bubble route. I'll just kill everything that I'm doing. I'm going to that bubble route. Here we go, right here in the corners, attacking once again. He's in that cover 6 look. Pocket breaks down. He's in cover 4, and I hit the back door out of there. Checkout time. I tried to stay in the pocket as long as I could. He caught the good defense. I'm limited in space now because we're down here in the red zone. But I'm not finna force this ball anywhere. And we got the underneath guys, the hitch guys. This is hitch corners right here. That pulls the DBs down. And he was in the perfect cover too. Only thing about it, I haven't been running with the quarterback, so he's not spying me. This is what happens when you don't run with the quarterback and you don't run outside the pocket and scramble every down. They won't spy you. And then when you need that one time to get away, you're gone. All right, guys, this is Coach KK. I'm out, yo.
And if you ask me, we the best, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy